this is my report of the first philosophical dialogue of ethics, self, and society. So let's begin. First, he's a friend of mine. His name is Alex. The first topic that I explained to him was utilitarianism by John Stuart Mill, and I tried to explain to him what morality and ethics are. So the principal problem that I noticed about was what people don't know the difference between those things. They think they are the same thing, but I told him that ethics is the behavior of humans, and the morality is the rules that we follow to have good ethics. First, it was utilitarianism by John Stuart Mill, and first of all, I talked to him about the greatest happiness principle that is about the nature of the human. And this one says that the human was made to be happy, and it says that actions are right as they tend to promote happiness, and vice versa. If our actions tend to promote suffering and pain to others, they are wrong. I want to say that this doctrine not only promotes our own happiness but also others' happiness. So the next topic from utilitarianism was higher and lower pleasures. And what it's about, I try to explain this to my friend with examples. The lower pleasures are the ones that we can feel our needs that are filled with physical things like eating, sleeping, having sex, and things that has to do with our body. And the lower pleasures has to do with our mentally and spirituality train. And we have to cultivate this more than the lower pleasures, but sometimes it is difficult for most of the people because they don't have the possibilities to cover this, because to cultivate the higher pleasures we need time and sometimes money and the chances to do these things that we like but we cannot do because we don't have the education to foment this. Topic that I explained to my friend was the role of sympathy in utilitarianism, and this is really important to say because it has to do with self-sacrifice. Why it has to do with self-sacrifice? First of all, utilitarianism says that we have to sacrifice our own happiness for the common happiness. What is this? If we have to choose between our own happiness and between make someone feel pain or suffer, we don't have to think really much about this. We have to choose the happiness of the other because utilitarianism is about it. It's about to sacrifice our own happiness for the other ones. If my actions don't affect other people, it's okay. But if it do, I have to think first in other persons. So we need to feel sympathy to want to help others, and it's important to cultivate that part that people has to help other people even we don't know them. Well, the next philosophical passage that I explained to my friend was Rich and Poor by Peter Singer, and this is about the people in extreme poverty and affluent ones. So let's see what it's people in extreme poverty. Well, according to the content in the passage, people live in extreme poverty if they don't have enough food for all the year, if they have a bad alimentation. The next point is that they don't have enough money to save. If they don't have money to buy food, why should they have money to save? It's complicated. The point says that families in extreme poverty doesn't have enough money to send their children to schools. They don't have for education. The next points are that they live in an unstable house and they don't have drinking water. Extreme poverty are dying because they live in miserable conditions, they don't have enough food, and they are getting sick. And he said, because we can change. Singer, other people are the people that have money to cover their needs, and they also have money to entertainment and to have luxuries. They say, why those people are not helping others in extreme poverty? And he says that if you don't help people in extreme poverty, you are killing them because you are letting them die. Says that there is not a real difference between the people that kills with a gun and the people that kills avoiding helping others, because they have the same responsibilities. They have the same possibilities to avoid this, but they are not doing this. I agree with the point that we are obligated to assist people because we have the possibilities, and we have to feel in depth with life because we're fortunate for not living in bad conditions as they. Next topic about absolute moral rules by Kant is about the things that we have to do and the things that no one has to do because they are wrong, no matter what, no matter why. And this is easy. We talk about the categorical imperative and the two formulations of it. The first is about hypothetical out, and we know that we have to do some things if we want to obtain other things. We don't have to think too much about it. We do this because we want some things, and that's it. The first formulation. But the second is a little complicated because we have sometimes doubts about if what are we doing is right or wrong, and we have to consider other people listening to ours. We don't want it or we don't desire it. We have to do it or not to do it. And Kant says that we have categorical out because we have reasoned. We have to think first about our actions, and this is about not the consequence like utilitarianism, but the intentions that we have doing some things. So the categorical imperative is a principle of discrimination. If we have a maxim and we don't have any problem following this maxim, we should do it. But if this universal law that we made has a logical contradiction, we shouldn't do it because we don't want anyone to. If this maxim that is now a universal law doesn't have any logical contradiction, we can do this. But we have to ask us if this universal law has any contradictions with the will. If what we are doing is wrong or right to other people. The topic that I talked to my friend was respect and dignity, also by Kant, and this had to do with that all human has dignity.